Make this make sense. So I know if you're watching this video, you're definitely going to have a certain level of sense because you wouldn't be looking at investment videos if you weren't. So I know that you've at least got an interest in building wealth. And when I watch videos like this that I'm about to show you, it confuses me because it makes no sense. So maybe you have the answer and maybe you can educate me. Because if somebody truly was making millions a year, as quoted, yet also in the other breath says that they drive a 40 grand car and live in a modest house, why would you want to keep on driving to make more and more and more money and leveraging everything if you don't need that money anyway? Because for me, you've completely missed the importance of life, the balance, doing the right things, being around your family, having the holidays, being able to use that money. So it doesn't make sense to me. So watch this video, tell me what you think. But what I can say is I do have true wealth and I now at a point where my mortgages are on repayment. So make it make sense. You tell me.
So I always recommend interest-only mortgages, and people's biggest challenge that is, what? You never pay the mortgage off? Exactly my point. So when you're doing investment property, you do it in a limited company. Most people don't realise that limited companies live forever, there's no age. So you can keep refinancing every 5 years, your properties. You never have to pay them off because a limited company keeps running. So I recommend interest only because properties are only going to get more expensive. Properties are always going up in value. So you fix the mortgage on interest only. You don't pay the mortgage down, but what happens is the asset grows in value, so your loan to value gets lower. So the mortgage you've got on the property actually gets lower, not because you paid it off, because the asset's grown in value. So I'd say interest only, because right now I'm still doing interest only. Why? I want to get as much money out of my portfolio to keep reinvesting to buying more property and building my property empire and repaying. Again, it's only lazy money. Why would you want to repay something when the asset's growing in value anyway? So repayment mortgages are where you're paying the mortgage down, you're paying it off. Where interest only, you're paying just to borrow the money, you're just paying the interest off, which is fine because you're leveraging the power of that money to grow assets. Wealthy investors borrow smart, not small. They're not frightened of mortgages. They leverage good debt, which is mortgages, to build assets to give them passive income, and that's why they don't need to work.